Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They'll distribute podcasts for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Download the app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. Hi, everyone. Thank you for listening to podcast number 3. I'm on my own without my co-host, Lisa West, but I have a fun podcast in store for you. I'm a huge movie buff, so I thought it would be fun to do an episode of movie reviews. You're welcome to call in after the show and let me know what you thought of these movies. I welcome your opinion. Please check out all our websites to find out which is in my show notes. So here we go. Hi, I'm with Chance, and he has seen the movie It Part 2. So, Chance, here's a question for you. What was the plot of It?
So, basically, there's a clown named Pennywise. He originally came around when all of the characters in the original movie were young. I think they were probably middle school, getting ready for high school. Well, now it is 27 years later, and he has returned, and they made a pact when they were children to come back and try to stop Pennywise from basically ruining the town of Derry.
Cool. Did you read the book?
I have not read the books yet, but since seeing the 2 movies, I actually am probably going to read the books.
It's a pretty thick book.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you feel during the movie?
I was extremely anxious because from the first movie, you weren't really given a chance to see if they stopped him. It was kind of like, oh, they thought they stopped him, and then at the very beginning of the movie, when they see him standing outside the river where one of the guys just died, a whole bunch of people were terrorizing these this is a gay couple.
I remember that in the first one.
And one of them threw him over in the river, and as he's floating away, Pennywise grabs him and basically bites him, or does what Pennywise usually does.
Okay.
So you're kind of like, what's gonna happen, like the whole movie. So
okay, all right, I'm getting nervous just listening to this. I haven't seen it yet. Okay. Do you feel that the movie become a true story? Do you think this could really happen?
I don't think it can, but if it does, I hope I am dead by then, because I'm a huge chicken when it comes to clowns. So
me too. Did you walk away from the movie with any questions? Did it leave you with any kind of questions about?
Yes. So there's 2 questions I was really confused on. Dawn, at the beginning of the movie, his boyfriend is the one that actually gets killed by Pennywise. After that happens, you don't see him for the rest of the movie. So it's kind of like a big thing. It's like, what happened to him? Is he still in Derry? Did he leave?
Oh, wow.
And then the second biggest one, so there's a guy named Richie. He's kind of the jokester of all of the group. He kind of makes jokes about everybody. It's hilarious. But he, like, further along in the movie, they're going on, like, reminiscing, so they have to find these tokens from their past that will help them kill Pennywise.
Okay.
And his was actually a game token from the arcade when he was playing games with a couple of random guys that you don't really know, like, their actual names, but it turns out he's gay, and you don't know this from the first movie. You don't know it until that moment in the movie. But then Pennywise hints at it later, saying it's his big secret at the very end of the movie, and we have no idea why that's a big secret causing such a big problem. It's really weird.
Okay, so we could have it 3. It sounds like.
Yeah, I could see one. Just because of what has happened in the first 2. So
Okay, that's interesting. Did you eat anything during the movie?
I had a giant icy and a few
Really?
Twizzlers. My
All
icy was
right.
blue raspberry and cherry mixed together. Only way to do it.
And it tasted great.
Oh, it was amazing.
And you stayed awake during the movie?
Yes, I did. It's no way you could fall asleep in that movie. It's a little long. They drag out a
I heard
couple
it was 2.5
parts.
hours, right?
Yeah, they drag out a couple parts, but other than that, it definitely keeps you on your toes the whole time.
Okay. Who was the best actress or scariest or the most believable or who was the most influential in your
I
opinion?
think the biggest character to me was Beverly Marsh, which her real name is Jessica Chastain. I did not know that. Well, what happened in the movie, the first movie at the very end, she gets this thing, they call it deadlights. She's basically lifted in the air and her eyes are, they're not rolled back, but they're all white.
I remember
And for over these 27 years that they've been apart, she's had nightmares every single night. And she has also seen like people dying and all kinds of stuff. See it. So the biggest thing that brings into mind is in the first movie, Beverly, she's kind of this joyful, uh, always looks at the bright side, everything like that. And then you see her after she's been called Deadlights. She's been through that, through this whole thing with Pennywise, and now she's kind of this dark soul, kind of quiet. She's a completely different person, and she plays it perfectly. So she's probably the most believable, and it's kind of creepy at the same time because like, what is she actually seeing? Like, what is her?
Oh,
What's going through her
wow.
head? It's crazy.
Okay, so that's different too.
Oh yeah.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the movie and will you watch the movie again?
I would definitely watch it again. I love scary movies personally. I'd give it an 8, and the only reason I'd give it an 8 is because when they are gathering their tokens, the only thing I didn't like is how they went through each single character getting their tokens, and they tried to kind of make a scary point at each one of them. And I understand it's a scary movie, but I think they went a little too overboard on it, so it kind of dragged the movie out.
Gotcha.
Other than that, it was a really good movie.
All right.
Really good movie.
Okay, well, there you have it from Chance. You want to go see it too. It was good. Thanks. And I'll give the next one. Hi, I'm sitting here today with Anita. We listened to Chance and about his It Chapter 2, and it sounded like a great scary movie that I'll have to go see. I'm going to ask Anita about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It is at the movie theaters right now. So, Anita, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I would give that movie a 10-star because of the telling of it. And while I was there at the movie tavern, I watched it, and I also enjoyed a burger and fries with a cherry Coke.
And the cherry Coke was yummy?
Yummy, yes.
So you recommend Movie Tavern also?
I do.
So the next question, did you walk away from this movie with any kind of experience or feeling, or did you have any kind of anything from it?
What I took away from this movie is that I felt like this story was told in such a way that the characters came to life, and especially Sharon Tate, and that she really was a person and not just someone Charlie Manson had murdered. And it makes you wish her story had a different ending.
Oh, very much so. That was a really good movie. I saw it too and liked it. So totally recommend it also if you know the Sharon Tate story of what happened to her in real life. Okay, I'm going to go on and do another movie review. Thank you for being with me. Thank you, Anita.
Well.
Hi, I just wanted to include a segment about the top 5 worst 2019 movies so far, which I have not seen any of them, so I cannot give my opinion. But these are according to Ranker. So number 5 worst movie so far of 2019 is Domino. This movie had reviewers shocked by who directed it because it was so bad. Brian De Palma, who directed Carrie, Blowout, and Body Double, had also directed this film. Reviewers said it was lackluster, hard to swallow, soap opera-ish subplots, and flat characters. One reviewer said it was sad to see a director at the bottom of his game, so I'm going to make a note not to see this one. So number 4 worst movies 2019 so far. Hellboy. I saw mostly men reviews on this movie, which said it is extremely gory, has a relentless pace, boring, flat, overcomplicates a fairly straightforward story, awkwardly vulgar, and a reboot of a reboot. I'm going to take the words of the reviewers. I've never had a desire to watch any of these movies myself, and I don't think I'm going to watch that one. Number 3, the movie called After. Never heard of it, but some reviewers said that the characters act illogical, as though someone napped through most of Intro to Psych and skipped English 101 altogether. One person wrote, "It's unbelievable people actually pay for a ticket to see it." So I'm going to skip that one too, and you might want to. The number 2 worst movie, A Medea Family Funeral. There was a bad reviews on this movie. The movie's boring, cheeseball mess of a finale. It's slack, formless. One person wrote they had watched 11 movies for absolutely no reason. So based on this, I'm glad I have not wasted any time on watching these movies. The number 1 worst movie of 2019 so far was Ugly Dolls. Oh, I really had thought I was going to watch that, but I guess I won't. Reviews stated the movie is mind-numbing, low-rent version of Toy Story. Has a plot like the Holocaust? Ugh. The music is without distinction. Ugly Dog was annoying, so there must be a dog in it. 3 girl dolls follow a boy doll and act like they're bimbos, which made kids think acting dumb impresses boys, so parents did not like that one. So parents, I would rent it, watch it before you show it to your kids, and see if you think it's okay for your child to see it. I even saw someone say a baby is kicked in the movie, and they had mixed feelings about that. I kind of do too. Okay, so now for the top 5 movies of 2019 so far. I have actually seen 3 of them myself, of these movies, so here we go. Number 5, John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. I've actually seen this movie, and I had not seen the other 2 before it. Okay, so all I can say, it was gory. There was a lot of bullets that were used to, it just wasn't making it real. It was a little too much for me, but the special effects was great, and I thought the choreography was amazing. So, I thought it wasn't bad. Some of the other reviews I read stated entertaining, action-packed adventure. Not awesome, but a saga of a man who loves dogs above everything else. So, hey, there you go. You have it. If you like gory, action-packed fighting movies, then you will probably like that movie. Number 4, the best one so far is Shazam, which I haven't got to see yet. There's so many good reviews from men on this movie. The top comments were, "It's funny, most innocent of the DC extended universe, fresh, wholesome, a must-see for any comic book fan. Lots of laughs and action, family-centric story." So I'm going to put that on my list to see it. Number 3, I've seen this one. Alita, Battle Angel. I rented this movie not too long ago. It is very different. The actors did a good job, and it hinted at a sequel. It seemed a little overlong, overstuffed, but I liked the movie. If you like Avatar, then you'll probably like that movie. My boyfriend completely loved that movie. So, number 2. This one's, pretty. I'm sure everybody's looking for this. Avengers Endgame. Hello. Yes, of course. I've seen this one. I think almost everyone has seen this movie, whether they saw any of the other movies, which is very concerning because this movie is based on 21 movies from the last 10 years. So I don't know how you could even begin to understand this awesome movie, but hey, some people really liked it, even though they hadn't seen the other one. So, okay. I mean, I personally laughed, cried, was anxious during it, scared, surprised. I mean, it took 3 years to make this movie. It's pretty amazing. So this is the second highest grossing movie of all time with $2.188 billion, surpassing Titanic in 11 days. And if you're wondering what movie is the highest grossing film of all time, it's Gone with the Wind, which I've read the book and seen the movie and own the movie. It is amazing. Okay, number one movie of 2019 so far, which I had not heard of this movie. I have not seen this movie. Nothing. Number one, The Man Who Killed Hitler, and then The Bigfoot. So the reviews state that Sam Elliott makes this movie work. The film straddles realism and absurdity, but it's emotional. One person said it is strange and original at the same time. So I'm going to have to look into this one, I think. All right. Thank you for joining me on this segment. We will be doing more reviews. Thanks. Hi, I'm sitting here with Rowdy Clark. So, Rowdy, what movie have you recently seen?
I went and saw Angel Has Fallen.
Was there a plot to the movie?
Yes, there was. It's the third movie with Mike Banning. He protects the president after everything goes chaos with the White House. And
What did you feel during the movie?
it was very suspenseful. It was action-packed. I was sitting on the edge of my seat. I tend to pick my nails, and I was halfway through my nails by the end of the movie.
Oh, okay. So did the movie leave you with any questions?
Yeah, like, why has this guy not received one of the highest medals of honor in the entire United States of America? He's protected the president for 3 movies now in the worst situations has been shot up, so I guess I'm very curious why this man is still working.
Or why the president just keeps getting someone trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Okay. Good questions. So did you stay awake during the movie?
Yes, I did stay awake.
Who was the best or the scariest or the most believable actor or actress in your opinion in the movie?
Let's see. I guess I'd have to say the vice president.
Okay, the vice president? Okay.
Yes, I'm not going to go into details, but he represents government very well, I believe.
Okay, all right, yeah. I saw the movie, so that's pretty good. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, can you rate the movie and let me know if you would watch it again?
I'd rate it at a 7, and yes, I would watch it again. I did like the movie. It was very
Okay, all right, so there you have it. So go out and see Angel Is Fallen. So thank you for joining me on this podcast without my co-host, Lisa West. We are on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, Google, Breaker, Castbox, Overcast, Radio Public, and TuneIn. So please subscribe to us, call in and leave us messages. We would love to hear from you. Follow us. So I am Kimberley Dietrich. And I don't talk about myself very well, but I will give it a shot. I am a full-time accountant and a part-time artist. I own the company Art by Kimberley. My website is in my show notes, which there's several websites. I am also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all of them. I work with various mediums from, wood burning, acrylic paint, paint pours, resin. I do jewelry, watercolors, poetry writing, can do some digital art, wood carving, stained glass, photography, and right now I'm making water fountains, custom made paint pour / water fountain thingies with lights that are at the top of it. So you can see that on my website. I've been on a TV show, which if you're interested in that or seen it, that is on my website notes on About Me. I've interviewed on news stations and I've interviewed on podcasts for other people. I've been featured in a number of art shows, been in a ribbon cutting ceremony as a featured artist. I am in galleries, which include I won a contest for the Gaylord Texan. I had a stained glass piece in that. I have paintings in the Dallas World Trade Center. Anyway, you can get on my website, see my artwork, and where I'll be next. So if you want to come visit me or if you want to contact me, it's all right there. My co-host, Lisa West, she's an amazing singer who owns Fairy Tale Music. She is also an artist, and she has paintings and her CDs in various local stores here in Denton, Texas. Please get on her website and check her out as well, please. Her website is in my show notes. So if you haven't listened to our other podcasts, please check them out. I hope this podcast gave you some wisdom in movies. We have some fun upcoming shows, so please stay tuned. And as always, go out and make some time for you, whether it is to see or make art, which can be a movie, making your own video, going to an art show, making art, watching a TV show, reading a book, a sporting event. Yes, I said sporting event. There's art to that. Inner creation is everywhere. So make time for yourself. Everyone around you will thank you for making that outlet for yourself. Thank you.